Here's a harsh reality that most people don't want to accept, that I didn't want to accept, but that once I did, helped me feel very liberated, if that makes sense. The truth is, nobody is ever going to care about your dreams the way that you care about your own. That seems harsh, but it's true. You're going to have moments where you want to just tell the world about all your visions, everything that you want to do, as you should, right? Because at the end of the day, it's what excites you. It's what makes you happy. It's what makes you have hope. At least that's what it feels like for me. You know, with all the dreams that I have, whenever I think about them personally, I feel like, okay, here's my reason to be here. You know, here's my main reason to stay here. It's to be able to create, to live what I want to live through, to live the life that I want to live eventually. And it's hard. I've always had a lot of different dreams. You know, at some point I wanted to be an astronaut, and at another point I wanted to be a firefighter. At another point I wanted to be in the WWE. I wanted to be an athlete. I wanted to do this and that. And it's just been so many different things that I've tried to go after, continue to go after. Sometimes one of the things that kind of sucks though is that half the time you'll be lucky to even get a reaction. Some of you may be fortunate enough to have people in your life that share the same excitement and interest in your own dreams that you do. But most of us don't, and we can't blame people because everybody has so much on their own plate. You know, everybody got their own stuff going on, their own lives, their own issues, you know, and their own debts to handle, their own everything. So we can't blame people. At the end of the day, you know, we probably wouldn't get as excited about something that our friends are super excited about either. You know, maybe a bit, but probably not entirely. And it's just interesting to think about that, you know, because once you realize that it goes both ways. It does. We're guilty as charged of it as well, not reacting as excitedly as a friend might have wanted us to, or might have thought that we would have when they told us something, or a family member even, because also half the time your own family isn't going to care either. They're not going to understand the process of the journey. You know, they don't know what that feels like. Only you do. So they're not going to feel that excitement until they see it firsthand. And then even then, their excitement is not going to match yours one bit. Your dreams are your dreams. Continue to follow them. Like I said, I feel like dreams are literally what make the world go around and continue to make it go around. But just remember, it doesn't matter if he, they, she do not feel the same excitement, share the same feelings. What matters is that when you partake in those things, you feel that excitement. You feel a sense of, I'm here, and part of it is so that I can do this. As long as you feel that way, keep chasing those dreams, keep striving towards them, keep enjoying the process of making them a reality, and don't ever lose sight of that. I feel like once I realized that and accepted the fact that no one was going to care about what I care about like I do, it made things a lot easier, ironically, you know, because it was kind of like at that point, I stopped striving to gain everyone's acceptance of my ideas, because that was one of the bigger things too, you know. People don't really talk about it enough, how when you want to tell people, you know, your big ambitions and dreams and all that, it's a really big letdown when they don't see it as the potential possibility it could be that you do, right? Because you know exactly what you want to do, you know exactly what you want to gain, what you want to create. But not everybody understands, and honestly almost nobody's going to understand, and that sucks. And for a lot of people, if you really rely on everybody's acceptance or reactions and stuff like that, then that could kill your dream entirely. And unfortunately, I think that happens with a lot of people. But now, once you are able to say, no one cares about my dreams, but I do, and that's okay. you're going to be able to put out whatever you want to do. You're going to be able to do whatever you want to do. And you're going to be able to make the amount of mistakes that you need to make in order to get to where you want to get without any shame, without any embarrassment, really, and without, or at least without much of it, because it's obviously not going to go away like straight off the bat, you know, like off rip. It's not going to be like easy as fuck, but it definitely will get easier as time goes by. Because once you realize this person don't care, this person don't care, this person ain't even watching, you know, it's going to be like, all right, then I can do whatever the fuck I want to do, and I can just mess up, and it's gonna be okay. No one cares, but I do. And once that's your mindset, it's like, I can do anything. I can do anything, because where is the shame in that? You don't have to feel embarrassed. Like, if you're a content creator and you're not getting views, people don't care. You know, they're probably not even on your channel. They probably haven't even seen your channel. They probably don't even know you create content. And if they do, they don't care enough, obviously, to check in on it. But once that content eventually, when people realize that it's consistent and it's at least decent quality, should always strive for great quality, but at least decent quality, then that will eventually grow with time. And that's when people will start to notice. People around you will be like, damn, I should have paid attention. And it's all right that they didn't. Everybody got their own stuff going on, like I said, but it's just funny, you know? So whatever it is, everybody's too focused on their own lives and their own dreams. And if there's someone out there shitting on you and everything and purposefully looking for all the mistakes that you make just to shit on you, then that means you're doing something right, because that means at the end of the day, you have someone there that's paying attention to you. You're doing something in your field well enough to grasp someone's attention with it, to the point where they are unintentionally helping you in a way. Because by pointing out every mistake, you realize what you could do better. Sometimes you realize that they're just hating, and other times you realize, you know, I'm good enough to attract someone's attention, keep it, and have them obsessed with me. And that's the only way you can look at it positively, honestly, I guess. Because just because they don't understand doesn't mean you don't understand. And as long as you understand, that's all that matters. Everybody else is just going to line up and follow eventually. And that goes to everybody, no matter how big, how small, because no dream is small. Everybody dreams big in their own way. Someone's big dream out there could be to have a very normal, calm, quiet life with a happy family in the suburbs. And another's dream could be to be the biggest movie star on the planet, be the biggest, most popular singer on the planet, so on and so forth. But just keep chasing it, because trust me, it's probably, I can already imagine how good it's going to be able to say, hey, nobody cared while I was doing this. Nobody really saw it in the way that I did, but I did. And now I'm here. That's the exact blessings that I send to everybody watching this and everybody else that's not watching this, because 2025, you know, I think could shape up to be a very good year. And if it isn't, well, then we'll see. But if it is, then it is. And just keep dreaming. Don't stop. And I'll see you soon.